Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Skinner is going to do reading with you for Thursday, May 14th. All right. We've been learning about butterflies. Let's sing our little poem, Butterfly Magic. Look at the leaf. Do you see the eggs? Out come the caterpillars with many legs. They eat and they eat, and when they're done, they form their chrysalis in the setting sun. Inside there's magic, don't you know? Out come the butterflies, go, go, go. Alrighty, so that's a cute poem we've been learning, and then yesterday you had this in your packet, and hopefully you went through and found the sight words. I'm going to read it just one more time. Little Arabella Stiller. Little Arabella Stiller had a fuzzy caterpillar. First it crawled upon her mother, then upon her baby brother. They said, Arabella Stiller, put away your caterpillar. Little Arabella Stiller had a fuzzy caterpillar. First it crawled upon her brother, then upon her dear grandmother. Gran said, Arabella Stiller, how I love your caterpillar. So Arabella and Grandma liked the caterpillar. Others not so much. Let's review our vocabulary. Generation. Time it takes for a living thing to grow up and reproduce. And here we have Grandma, Mom, little girl. 3 generations. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Instinct. Behavior that animals are born knowing. We talked about humans being born with the instinct of breathing and blinking. And also getting hungry and knowing that it's time to eat. That's an instinct too. Migration. Moving from one region to or habitat to another. And we have been reading about butterflies migrating. Can you think of other animals that migrate? Some kinds of birds migrate. They fly south in the winter because it's warm. Nectar, a sweet plant juice eaten by monarchs and other insects. Nectar. It's the juice that they suck from plants. Do you remember any other insects that eat nectar? If you said bees, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure when we were reading stuff about bees that we learned that they get that powder on them because they hop from flower to flower sucking the nectar and they get pollen on them. Chrysalis. An insect between larva and adult stage in a hardened case. So that's what the chrysalis looks like. It's a case. And in there you can see that the butterfly has formed. All right, let's read Great Migrations Butterflies. I think we'll finish the book today. We were learning 10 cool things about monarchs. We read the first 5 yesterday. 6, predators kill 15% of the monarchs in Mexico every year. So things like the praying mantis and those birds and those mice that we looked at a few pages back, those predators, they kill about 15%. That's not a lot. 7, adult females have wider veins on their wings than males. Okay, and here's a picture of the male wing and the female wing. Okay, number 8. Though strong enough to fly 2,000 miles, a butterfly weighs less than a paperclip. Here's a paperclip. A butterfly weighs less than that. 9. A newly hatched butterfly has to wait for its wings to stiffen before it can fly away. I think we read about that yesterday in the stages. Number 10, scientists think monarchs have been migrating for thousands of years. Thousands. So before you were born, before your mom was born, before your grandma was born, before your great-grandma was born, before your great-great-grandma and grandpa were born, and before your great-great-great-grandma and grandpa were born, you could probably go back about 10 greats. Okay. At risk. Humans love monarchs, but they can harm them by accident. In the forests of Mexico, many trees where they live have been cut down. This is called deforestation. Monarchs need trees for protection against wind and rain. Deforestation is a big problem for monarch butterflies. So deforestation means cutting down the trees. And remember, trees are part of the butterfly's habitat. It's where they live and hide. And here's pictures of all these trees that have been cut down. It looks all brown and empty there. And then there's a close-up of the trees after they've been cut down and made into logs. That is a lot of habitat for a butterfly to lose. All the butterflies that were living in those trees have to go try and find another place to live, but they don't always find a place. Okay? Monarchs are also losing their milkweed. People using chemicals to stop it from growing. They see milkweed as a harmful weed. Here's a picture of the milkweed. So people, probably farmers, and because the milkweed might be harmful to crops, or where they build a new building, maybe there was a field there that had milkweed, and they tore up that field and put a building there. Okay? Anytime something new is built, it means that some natural creatures had to move out of there, and that some of them may have been killed in the process. Anytime trees are cut down, wildlife loses a home. Monarch butterflies can't live without milkweed or the forests of Mexico. Humans and monarchs need to learn to share the earth. Weird but true. Caterpillars have 6 pairs of tiny eyes, but they don't see well. So caterpillars have 6 pairs of eyes. Here's a joke. What does a caterpillar do on New Year's Day? This is kind of funny. New Year's Day, the caterpillar turns over a new leaf. That's funny. What you can do. So what can you do to help butterflies? There are many ways to help monarchs. Tagging butterflies is one way. I don't recommend doing that unless you have somebody show you how. The scientists know how to do that and they can show you how, but I don't think you should try it on your own because you could harm the butterfly. You can also plant a butterfly garden. This special garden gives monarchs a place to rest, feed, and lay eggs so they can continue on their amazing journey. To find out more about monarch butterflies, check out these groups: National Geographic, World Wildlife Fund, and Journey North. I'll show you those pages, and there's websites on there. Okay, well, very cool. I hope you enjoyed learning about butterflies. In your packet, you have this. It is a labeling page, and we have a cute little butterfly. Down at the bottom, words: antenna, wing, eye, thorax. Okay, I don't know if we learned about thorax, so I'm going to tell you. Thorax is the middle part of the butterfly. It's like the long tummy. The long tummy. And if you look really close, that long tummy part is kind of shaped like the caterpillar. So maybe it's the caterpillar shape and then the butterfly just grew wings. I always kind of wondered if that's how it happened. Okay, so, and then right here, can you tell what that's pointing to? The eyes. All right, so thorax is probably going to be the trickiest word for you. Thorax, thorax. Do you remember what letters make the th sound? TH, right there. Thorax, so look for the TH and you'll write it there, or here. Why don't I do that one for you? So I have one done. Thorax. THORAX. Okay, here we got that. These things are called the antenna. The antenna. And these, of course, are the wings. Okay? So you should be able to do the rest of that on your own. And then do your best coloring on that butterfly. Crayons or markers. Be as creative as you want. First and last name. Okay? All right, that's your reading for today. See you in a little bit.